Straight to the fielder. Down the ground, but hits the stumps. Unlucky there, but they should scamper through for a cheeky single. Wide of extra cover, and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Too wide. There to be hit, but really given the treatment.
I'd like to see him just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. 7 runs added there. The Super Giants are 26 for none. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Can't get that outside the ring field. Brilliant shot there.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Beats the field with a great shot. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Super Giants are 31 for none. Cracking shot over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Edge, but it drops safely. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
KL Rahul watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
couldn't get it through the field. Over, the Super Giants are 44 for none.
End of the fifth in the power play. The run rate's looking good at the moment, but they're falling behind the required rate. One of these two might need to go for it in the last over of the power play.
The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Shepherd with a huge appeal. Cuts that off well in the infield.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Power and precision in that shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Oh, great ball there, but it will find the gap. Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Drilled that one away. That's the over. The Super Giants are 64 for none.
The batters are working the striker round, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
Some adjustments to the field.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Chal over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Oh, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. A few moves made in the field.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field. Doesn't beat the infield. What a shot. You hit that one hard. No need to run.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Got that one clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Super Giants are 85 for none. Chawla from the south end. Swept away but finds the fielder. Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring. Chawla, 2 full and gets punished for it. Great shot for 4 more.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. How will the bowler respond?
Missed it. That was a chance. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
10 runs added there. The Super Giants are 95 for none.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Runs added in that over. The Super Giants, 101 for none.
Batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch. Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Does very well. Quickly get across to this one. Oh, quick hands. That's gone. You're kidding. Keeper with the fast hands.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
Marcus Stoinis is coming into bat at number 3. Please give them a round of applause.
Can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Edge, amazing delivery. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Gone. Fine catch.
2 down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. This could be a huge swing of momentum.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Drilled that one away. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. They've gone up here. Mumbai with a massive shout. What a superb delivery. Too good. Just didn't know where it was going and knocked him over.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Chawla from the south end.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Got that away nicely. De Kock taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Great shot through the gap. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary.
delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crushed away for 4. How will he reply?
Nine runs added in that over. The Super Giants are 129 for 3.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Brilliant shot there.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Pandya, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Can't get that outside the ring field.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Solid shot, that's going for 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. Great shot, pulled straight to back and square leg though. Drilled that one away. Fourteen runs added there. The Super Giants are 143 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Everyone's gone up. Finds the fielder with that shot.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away. That's the over. The Super Giants, 153 for 3.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. Have to head back to the pavilion.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Great shot through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Pandya over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Cracking shot over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
16 runs added there. The Super Giants are 169 for 4.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
Massive outside edge. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
That was just a massive shot. Middled it, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Jeez, timed that well.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Smacks that away through the gap.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Well, now that could be out. Out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot. Just sailed away.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
They've played wonderfully all innings, but the required run rate's demanding more from them if they can.
David, the right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Great shot. Flicked away in the air, and that's 4 more runs to the scoreboard.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's gone. For a maximum.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary. Have to go for it now.
Edged, unplayable. Doesn't beat the infield. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Hoorah. There's plenty from these bowlers.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for...
Hello and welcome. We're here at Wankhede Stadium. You join us for this 2020 match between the Mumbai Indians and the Knight Riders. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and next to me in the commentary position is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for the fabulous introduction. We're just about ready to get underway.
Thanks, Ali. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
The right call here, I'd say.
These two teams always produce some great games as we sit. Some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Edge, but it drops safely. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Wow, that's missed a lot. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Good bowling in that over. Just the one from it. Kolkata are 1 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. Good start by the bowlers.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the Tata end. Blocks that ball out of the way with the pad. Mumbai with a massive shout. Big edge. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Brilliant diving stop. Edged it. Everyone's gone up. Perfectly timed.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Straight to the fielder.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Pandya, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Drilled that one away. "13 runs added there. Kolkata 21 for none.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Finds the edge. Mumbai with a strong appeal. That should be given. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
A little fall, and that's going to be 4 runs.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
That is quite extraordinary. Salt, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. Whipped off the legs and away goes the ball. Fine leg, no chance. And a great catch in the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off.
Picked up 4 with a lovely shot off the front foot.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Glanced away nicely, but fine, short, fine leg. Couldn't get it through the field. Perfectly timed. End of the over, 10 runs from it. Kolkata 54 for 1.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision?
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot through the gap. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away. End of the over. Kolkata 60 for 2.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Finds the fielder with that shot. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. That's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. How will he reply?
Doesn't beat the infield. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Garware Pavilion end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Five runs in that over. Kolkata a 72 for 2. Going with pace now. Shot right out of the middle and drilled it for 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. How will the bowler respond?
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Mumbai with a massive shout. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, Kolkata a 79 for 2. Shepherd from the Garware Pavilion end. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Goes through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Lots of pressure coming in to bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Four runs added in that over. Kolkata a 96 for 3. Edge, but it drops safely. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Danced down the wicket and lofted over the cover. Brilliant shot. 6 more in the tally.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
Just a little bit of room given and the power is immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Bumrah, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Perfect, right.